Tio. This is the Lim Workshop, and it is Thursday, June 19th, 2025. And one of my great friends just let me know that tonight, actually, you'll be able to see a smiley face in the sky. There's going to be the moon. It's going to be a nice little crescent. That is the smiley face. And then there's going to be Venus. That's one of the eyes. And then Jupiter. That's one of the other eyes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. My friend just literally just showed me that, and then I decided to send it out to everybody else, so now I'm telling you too. So, you're welcome. Okay, so, things I'm grateful for. I'll just start out with friends that should send me cool stuff. Something to be grateful for. Also, I'm grateful for oak trees. Oak trees, because I do a lot of stuff with oak. There's a bunch of cool symbolism with it, and yada yada yada. I'm Irish, so I like oaks. Yes. Ba 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 ba. I'm also reading books on the ancient Druidry right now, so I'm all up in that. And then it's kind of funny because a bunch of the stuff that I've been doing is related to that, and I didn't even know that, so who knows what to do with that. But anyway, so I'm grateful for oak trees because they're great, because they help us grow mushrooms, and they help us build phenomenal things, and they're strong and can weather most all storms. Lots of stuff. Turns out they're actually associated with the Druids very strongly as well. So, cool. Okay, all right. So that's our two, because we already did the other one. I was going to go with a theme, and I was going to say mistletoe, because I was in that Druid theme, but got the other one. So I'll just stick to the third one. I'm grateful for tea. Grateful for tea. I like it. I'm a fan of it. I like it a lot more than coffee. I still like coffee every once in a while, but I can't drink coffee all the time. It's too acerbic for me. Okay, all right. So I did not press this timer, so I have no idea how time went, but that was quick, I think. That was quick. Okay. So what did we do yesterday? Yesterday we did not go do the timbers because it was kind of iffy out, and Steve had to mail out all the Timber Framer squares. So if you are getting one of the Timber Framer squares, I don't know how you could be getting one of the Timber Framer squares, considering the fact nobody watches this. But if by some odd chance you are, then they're going out. They're going out. They went out. So instead of that, I did a bunch of email stuff, which was obviously what I needed to do to move other things forward. So that's probably why I couldn't do the timber stuff yesterday. Because what we did was we reached out, we emailed William Paladin Brown to talk about the MycoFest, talk about bringing our art down there. Then we also emailed, I kind of sent a message to Douglas Rushkoff from Team Human, and I also posted in the Team Human Find the Others little part of their Discord. I kind of like that. I like to find the others. It's Timothy Leary. Quote, I have the same birthday as Timothy Leary. Everybody hates Timothy Leary. Get over it. He was smart. They just didn't like what he was doing. Go read his books. Go read some of the books. Some of it's fucking all the way out there. I get it. But some of the psychology stuff is really, really, really good, and we use a lot of it. We use a lot of it. I got a bit of a smear campaign, so he's my buddy. Everybody else, I don't know, whatever. Why was I just talking about that? Oh, Team Human. Yeah, so I shared some of my stuff. I shared that the art stuff's going to be down in Brooklyn at Red Hook. I also emailed and said that I would go do the art talk. My leg is itchy. There's a bunch of mosquitoes outside. I could get a walk. I told him that I would do the mushroom talk about my art, because I have a feeling that maybe all three of those things aren't going to sell. So I'm going to have to go down there anyways. So why not do a little chat? Maybe if I do the chat and explain all the stuff, somebody's going to be there, and they're going to go, oh, shit. Oh, man, that is fucking cool. I got to get that. And then they're going to buy it. And then I'll have driven all the way down there. But who cares? I'll have sold the thing, so I don't give a shit. It'll be worth it. So I did that, which is great. And I also responded to Regen Intel, which is a regenerative sort of cohort type deal that is, I don't know, it's connected with the Design Science Studio, but it seems like it has like a similar kind of format, but it's much more project and regenerative and sort of vibe to it. It's meant for more of that. It's meant for like building regenerative, circular economy sort of projects. And so it seems like that's much more up the alley where I need to go now, considering the fact we got the art in there. We already got the art at the art place. So we're in there. We got that established. That was phase one. Now we're moving into this. So, and now we have a lot more stuff to present to them. So this was the one that I was like, oh shoot, I should be doing this one. When I first started doing the Design Science Studio, like the first couple weeks, they were like, oh yeah, try this one too. And I'm like, how am I going to do this one when I'm already in your thing? Like, wow. Anyways, I get it. They're just trying to hype. They're just trying to help each other out. I get it. But so like I found it on the end. I got an email from them. Again, this is another thing I was not expecting or planning. So I'm starting to realize that that's kind of how this is going to go for me. Which is hard because I like to try and plan stuff and whatever. So, yeah. So I got an email and it was like, oh, we're doing it for 150. It's marked. You're gonna get marked down 90%. So it's gonna cost you, as opposed to costing $1,500, it's gonna cost $150. What am I gonna do with that? It seemed like a message or something, or like it's like, oh, okay, cool. I saw that and I was like, okay, well, I can't say no to that. And then whatever, if it's a sales tactic, still I'll eat the $150 to get the experience and to check it out. It's worth it to me. I don't think it's a scam, but you never know. Okay, so I did all that, and then I actually literally just found that out today that I got in there. So that's one of the main things I got to do today is fill that out. And then I purchased a bunch of straw. We got some not compost, but we got some soil. We got some potting soil. And I got some drip lines, and then I did the Ruth Strout no work gardening kind of setup where you just put like 6 inches of straw over your whole garden bed, and then I also ran the drip line under it so that the water's going down under there and it's not just kind of like evaporating off. Sweet. Got a bunch more wine caps. The wine cap bed is just flushing and flushing and flushing and flushing. It's great. It's great. Second year in, and it's going. So now I'll feed it some more straw. And it'll probably just keep going and keep going and keep going. Yeah, so today I did my writing downstairs. I'm doing the writing downstairs as opposed to up here. I know, it's kind of nice. I have a better seat down there too. I think that's a lot of it. We're doing the video right now, as you can see. So I got to do the sign up for the Regen Intel, and I got to go head over, chat with Mr. Steve about cutting some timbers today. It's supposed to be a weird weather today. It's like overcast. Why is it always like overcast? It's like overcast and like hot, humid. I think there's like a big storm that's supposed to roll through. I don't know. Just want some sun. Just want some sun so I can get some sun, as much sun as possible on my skin. Get some vitamin D. Get tanned. I'm not trying, not so that I look good. I mean, I will look better, but it's more just because it feels good. And because it's summertime. Because we live in Maine. So I want to get as much sun as possible. Especially if I'm working outside. Oh well. Such is life. Okay. Alright. Well, that's like 7 minutes, so we're probably at like about 10. So, that's it for me. That's what I'm grateful for. What are you grateful for? And what tiny task are you going to commit to completing today that's going to bring you a bit closer towards your vision of a better future for yourself and for all of us? Thank you. I'm Tim Owen. Oh, geez, no. I should have told you my last name. I'm T.O. And this is Livermore Truck. I spit that thing out nice. That was a good one. That was like one of the first times I've done that so well. So, no, but I forgot to do this little setup thing. If only this thing would just stay working for 10 minutes. Nope. Oh well. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, everybody. We're just going to click stop.